Hello guys, I'm Tom, and today we will explore what the Zombieland virus is. One of the strangest, deadliest, and paradoxically funniest pathogens in modern cinema is the MZD virus. In the vast and creative universe of science fiction and horror cinema, with a good dose of dark humor, few fictional pandemics have stood out as much as this one. Officially known as the Mad Zombie Disease, or simply MZD, this peculiar virus is the cause of an apocalypse as grotesque as it is chaotic, where blood, comedy, and explosive action combine in a symphony of chaos that only Zombieland could pull off. That's why, in this video, we will explore the origin, evolution, and characteristics of the MZD virus, an infection that not only devastated the fictional world of the film, but also left its mark as one of the most original versions of the modern zombie apocalypse. Unlike many other zombie infections in cinema or video games, the MZD virus has a direct connection to a real disease, bovine spongiform encephalopathy, more commonly known as mad cow disease. This neurodegenerative disorder, caused by prion, abnormal proteins that infect and destroy the nervous system, caused erratic and violent behavior in cattle. The most unsettling detail? Its transmission was linked to feeding practices, where cows consumed remnants of their own species, something that also resembles kuru, a human condition associated with ritualistic cannibalism. In the Zombieland universe, this disease underwent an extreme mutation and became the MZD virus. According to Columbus, our narrator, it all began when an ordinary man ate a hamburger at a service station called Gold. The meat was contaminated, and unknowingly, that customer became patient zero of a pandemic that would devastate civilization. Inside his body, the strain mutated rapidly. The symptoms were brutal: a high fever, brain swelling, greenish skin, pitch black blood, and the complete loss of speech and reason. Within hours, the man was no longer human. He had become a rabid predator who spread the infection through bites and scratches, first in the United States and then worldwide. Those infected with the MZD virus are not dead. That's the key. They are alive, but their brains have been damaged to the point of eradicating any trace of empathy, fear, or exhaustion. They are biological machines driven solely by the urge to hunt and devour human flesh. Their speed, agility, and persistence make them far more dangerous enemies than traditional zombies. Those slow, stumbling corpses we've seen time and time again. Transmission is rapid. If you're bitten, symptoms appear within hours. If you consume contaminated meat, it may take days, but the end is the same: the loss of your humanity. Amid this nightmare, we follow the story of Columbus, a cautious young man who has survived thanks to a set of rules he created himself. During his journey, he meets Tallahassee, a tough man who hides a peculiar obsession: finding the last Twinkie in the world. Later, Wichita and Little Rock, two sisters with their own survival strategies, join the group. Together, they form an unlikely team that, despite the chaos, seeks small moments of joy in a destroyed world. Among the most memorable infected is Zombie 406, a former neighbor of Columbus who arrives at his apartment seeking shelter, unaware that she is already infected. That night, she transforms before his eyes, and Columbus is forced to kill her with the toilet lid. It's a pivotal moment, his first real encounter with an infected and the birth of his survival philosophy. Another iconic enemy appears in the climax of the film: a zombie clown in an amusement park, symbolizing Columbus' greatest fear since childhood. The confrontation is not only physical, but also symbolic. It represents his growth, his evolution from a fearful young man to a brave survivor. In as absurd as it is epic a way, Columbus defeats the feared zombie clown using nothing less than a carnival mallet, giving us a scene that masterfully balances tension and humor. But that was just the beginning. In Zombieland, double tap, the threat evolves. The MZD virus has mutated, giving rise to a new and terrifying generation of infected known as special zombies. Unlike the original infected, clumsy, predictable, and relatively easy to dodge if you knew how to move quickly, these new variants represent a true evolutionary leap. Over time, some began to show alarming signs of intelligence and adaptation. They were no longer just mindless, rabid masses of flesh. Now, some could open doors, set ambushes, and use the environment as a weapon. While traditional zombies remain a threat in packs, the special ones are deadly even alone. Survivors have classified them into 4 main types, each with unique abilities that reflect how the virus affects the host's mind and body in different ways. First, we have the Homers, named after the famous Homer Simpson. These zombies are so clumsy that they are almost comedic. They get easily distracted by bright lights, get stuck on frozen surfaces, and sometimes jump into the void for no apparent reason. But don't underestimate them. Their brute strength is considerable, and there are rumors that some may explode upon death, unleashing an infectious cloud. They are the perfect example that the absurd can also be lethal. Next are the Hawkings. On the opposite end are the intelligent zombies. Named after the famous physicist Stephen Hawking, these infected exhibit strategic behavior. They are capable of problem-solving, using tools, opening locks, and even operating retina scanners to access their prey. They don't attack randomly. They plan, coordinate, and wait for the perfect moment. They are the brains of the zombie apocalypse. Then we have the ninjas. These are the ghosts of the infected world. Stealthy, fast, and lethal, ninjas move in silence and strike from the shadows. It's hard to see them coming. By the time you do, it's too late. According to Columbus, if you encounter one, your own screams will likely be the last thing you hear. They are invisible killers, and their style is pure tactical terror. Finally, the T-800s or Bolts. Inspired by the cyborgs from Terminator, these zombies are the worst nightmare of any survivor. Unstoppable, resilient, and fast, they seem made of steel. You can shoot them in the head over and over, and they'll still get back up. It's even been seen that they reposition their own broken bones to keep hunting. Once bitten by one of these, the transformation process is incredibly fast, making them a highly contagious viral threat. If one appears, it's not enough to just shoot it. You need to destroy it completely. And that's all we know for now about the strange, unpredictable, and dangerously comedic MZD virus, a fictional pathogen that has managed to stand out in cinema not only for its ability to destroy humanity, but also for the absurd and entertaining way it does so. From the clumsy Homers to the relentless T-800s, this infection has shown that zombie evolution can be as terrifying as it is ridiculously fun. But now I want to know your opinion. Did you already know this universe as crazy as it is brutal? Which of the infected variants did you find the most terrifying or the most interesting? And most importantly, if you had to face one of these creatures, which one would you prefer it to be? Leave your answers down below in the comments, and let me know if you'd like me to explore more viruses or creatures like this in upcoming videos. Thanks for watching until the end. If you liked the content, share it with your friends to support the channel, and don't forget to subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos.